Hi, I'm Scott Papa, member of Team Discraft. Welcome to another Discraft Pro Video Golf Clinic. Today, we're going to be giving you some advice and offering you some choices on how to select golf discs. This advice is going to be geared toward more of the beginner players, the folks who are just getting into the sport and wondering how to select the right discs for their game. When you go into your nearest disc golf retailer, you're going to notice something. There are a lot of golf discs, and it can be pretty overwhelming. Well, don't worry about that. We're going to get you through it. It's actually pretty simple. There are three main classes of golf discs: putters, mid-ranges, and drivers, and also there are different stabilities of discs. How do you tell the difference between a putter, a mid-range, and a driver? More than anything, it's about what we call the leading edge of the disc, the outside of the disc. A putter, for example, is going to be a higher profile disc with a fairly rounded edge. What that allows is it keeps the disc pretty straight, and it gives you a big surface area to catch those chains as it's going into the basket. A mid-range, while still having the rounded edge, becomes a little more streamlined, a little lower profile, giving you the possibility to get a little more speed on it and at the same time more distance while still maintaining great control. The drivers, they're built for one thing: speed. We're talking low profile, very sharp edge, built to cut through the wind and go far. That's what it's about. So there you go. Putters, mid-ranges, drivers. Now you're on your way to figuring out what you need. The next thing we need to talk about is stability. Before we talk about a disc stability, let's talk about what stability means. When talking about golf discs, you talk about three things: stable, overstable, and understable. For a right-handed backhand throw, a stable disc is going to be a disc that is built to go straight when thrown straight. That is stable. A disc that is built to turn from right to left is called overstable. The more it wants to turn, the more overstable it is. And those weird discs, you know, the ones that go from left to right, the ones you always want but they're hard to find, those are called understable discs. The more they turn to the right or turn over, the more understable a disc is. The great thing about Discraft discs is that right on the disc, they have printed for you what the stability of the disc is. Through their simple numbering system, if you look on the disc and you see that there's a 0 on that disc, that means that that disc is a stable disc. It is built to go straight. Throw it straight and it's going straight. If you see a positive number on it, anywhere from 1 through 3, that means it's an overstable disc. The larger the number, the more overstable it is. If you see a negative number on it, negative 0.5 or negative 1, that means it's going to be an understable disc. The larger the negative number, the more understable the disc is. All right, you have the basics now of how to select a disc. You understand there are different classes: putters, mid-ranges, drivers, and you understand there are different stabilities: overstable, understable, and stable. But what does that mean to you when picking out a disc? Well, here's what it means to you as the beginner. Chances are, for you, if you're just starting, most of those discs that you buy are going to go from right to left. They're going to hyzer out because you're building speed, you're trying to learn how to throw the discs. One of the ways to make it easier on yourself with those throws is to find a stable or understable disc. Something in the 0 to the -1 is going to help you cure those right to left problems and going to be much easier for you to control. As you grow, you'll actually find that you start to turn those discs over. That's okay. Then you can step up in the stability of disc. Go to a 0.5, go to a 1, but wait on those discs. Right now, get into more of an understable disc to help you learn how to throw the discs. Another choice you're going to face is plastic variations. Most of our discs come in a variety of plastics. They'll come in the D, X, Z, ESP, and the ESP Flex. What's the difference? Well, here we go. The D plastic is our most affordable plastic and has a really nice grip to it. The X plastic is even a better grip to it and a little bit more durable. The Z plastic, you're talking about a great durable disc. You will own this disc forever and it will just hang there with you the whole way. The ESP has that durability of the Z while also adding in the grip of the X line. And the Flex plastic, again, superior durability, but it's flexible and grippy. Great for the cold, the wet, the rain, your all-weather disc. All right, so you've got it all figured out now. You know the classes of discs, you understand stabilities, you've got the plastics figured out, you flip over that disc, and there's this funny little sticker that has a 3-digit number on it. What's that? Oh, that's weights. That's right. On the back, you're going to see a number that tells you how heavy that disc is in grams. Weights make a difference in discs. Generally speaking, the heavier a disc is, the more overstable it is. You'll notice that most of the guys on Team Discraft are all throwing maximum weight stuff. That doesn't mean that you should necessarily be throwing that. These guys are pros. They throw hard, they throw far, and they've been doing it for a lot of years. They need those weights. Whereas you're just getting into the sport. It might be the best thing for you to take some lighter weight discs because generally speaking, discs that are lighter are less overstable. In other words, they're going to be easier for you to keep straight and not being really aggressively hyzering out. The more you can keep it straight, the better distance you're going to have, the better control you're going to have. Don't be afraid to go lighter. It might be right for you. I know. You're getting tired of this. You're just saying, hey, just tell me what discs I need to start playing disc golf. Okay, let's cut to the chase. If you can, the best thing to do is get 3 discs, one from each class, a putter, a mid-range, and a driver. But let's say you're just looking for 1 disc. The best thing you can do is get yourself a mid-range. A mid-range is going to go as far as a driver goes for you right now because when you're starting, just about any disc goes this far. You're just learning to throw it. The benefit of the mid-range though is that it's going to be more controllable and it's actually going to work better as a putter. The best mid-range to get? It's not even a question. Got to go with the Buzz. Why the Buzz? That's easy. It's the greatest golf disc ever. It's controllable, it's easy to throw, it has superior glide, and it's not too overstable. What? Oh, I know. You're saying, but Scott, you told us we should be looking for stable and understable discs. That's a 0.5 overstable. It's okay. This is going to help you learn the game right now. You've got 1 disc, it's only slightly overstable. You're still going to be able to throw it well, you're going to be able to control it, and it's going to help you with your game. Now you've got the mid-range. How about a driver? Well, let's get you into a little more understable driver to get going. I know. How about the Stratus or the Glide? Both of them good understable drivers and at the same time are going to have superior glide and not be so aggressive that they're going to hyzer out. You're going to find out that you're going to get great distance out of them. A putter, that one's up to you. You're going to have to do a little work on that. You're going to have to get there, hold those discs, and feel what they feel like in your hands. Because most putters are really made to do one thing. Go straight, go flat, grab the chains, stay in the basket. Some of them might be made to be a little bit overstable, but generally they're all made to go flat. The main difference is how they feel in your hand. Is one better than the other? Absolutely, but that's up to you as to which one is the best for you. There you have it, the basics of selecting your first golf discs. It may be overwhelming, but I know you can do it. If you have any other questions, get with one of your local golf pros. I'm sure they'll be able to help you through it. My name is Scott Papa. Thanks a lot. We'll see you out on the course.